Antonio Brown swung on him. So he realizes, okay, the dude is trying to get away. Antonio Brown is separated from his entourage. His entourage follows the Muslim brother and they start chasing him. Right here, comes out of nowhere. Now, watch what's in his hand, people. You see right there what's in his hand? He pursues the guy with a firearm. Dude is already out the building and he's gone.
Yeah, I got CT, I blacked out. I don't know why. I blacked out, dude.
Antonio Brown does not look good here. Good morning, everyone. This should be hands down one of the most insane topics this last week, and to be completely honest, I was shocked after learning about what happened with Antonio Brown at Adin Ross's boxing event. For those that didn't know, Adin has his own boxing promotion called Brand Risk, which he was at, and some way, somehow, he got into an altercation that he escalated by chasing after the guy with a gun. The most shocking part about all of this is just how nobody seems to be worried about this guy. Like, from what I saw, okay, he came on Adin Ross's stream after he was arrested and acted like nothing happened at all. This is one of those things where something really, really, really dangerous happened, but nobody cares for whatever reason.
Antonio Brown has finally completed his crash out mission, bruh. He's been trying to ruin his life for about 5 years now. He finally succeeded.
5 years? I mean, I've been heard about this guy. Is that true?
Tonight, his life is officially over. If the accusations the police are saying is true. Antonio Brown was at Adin.
Okay, I mean, we have footage of him being arrested from what I saw, so odds are, yeah, it's true.
Raw's Brand Risk fight event where he pays influencers to fight each other. While at this Brand Risk fighting event, Antonio Brown was actually led away in cuffs.
That was a clip, yeah. I'm sorry, but if I see like the police, you know, there at the event and they're arresting somebody in handcuffs, odds are, you know, they did something, they actually did it, whatever they're for. Like, there's a very small chance that he didn't shoot up the place, from my understanding. Oh my
All of y'all watching this video is wondering, what did Antonio Brown do this time, bruh? What kind of trouble did he get himself into? Lucky for y'all, I got the full story, okay? And it's not the cap y'all been seeing online. He wasn't jumped. They wasn't trying to snatch his chain. It's all cap. I got the full story from the horse's mouth himself.
Oh, so he said, right, he wasn't jumped, they weren't stealing his chain, but he didn't say he wasn't shooting at people. Again, you know, I'm not going to slander him, right? But from what I saw on Twitter and LSF on Reddit, that was the story.
People involved. The story actually connects to Kendrick Lamar in a strange way. I know Kendrick Lamar is involved in every pop culture event right now, bro. This man is on top. Shout out my brother Danza Project, man, because he provided all the footage, inside source, everything. He's the reason why this video is
being be good, actually. Fuck it.
Made, because he put me onto a lot of game I didn't know.
And like, bro, like shout out to this guy, right? Because like I could not watch the fucking stream on this video. It would be taken down so quickly. So essentially, like, you know, I guess like he scout over the footage and he's only showing the parts that can be showed.
So,
you know, like no fucking gunshots, no violent parts.
You guys remember the guy who protested with the Palestinian flag at the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance? This guy right here, he was able to secure a role in the Super Bowl as a background dancer, and then when the Super Bowl started, he protested and showed the Gaza flag.
Now, that's really nice, actually.
Now,
he ruined his chance to like get like, a good gig, you know, by being there, and he uses like a protest. Oh, that's nice, actually.
His mission is to spread Islam to as many people as he can, which is why this
Islam, I think, you know, just like he wants you free Palestine.
Story is really crazy because he was involved in an altercation with Antonio Brown that led Antonio Brown to be let off in handcuffs. His name is Zulkarnain. He shows up to a lot of these events with influencers and he tries to have a conversation with them to enlighten them, let them know about Islam. He recently had an altercation.
Oh, I guess, you know, so his entire history, you know, is promoting Islam. Okay, I get it now.
Charleston White, where he pulled up on Charleston White to confront Charleston White about some things he have said in the past that was disrespectful about Islam. And that didn't really go too well because Charleston White...
Oh, no. Oh, I can see the story now. Fuck. So I'm guessing he went to Antonio Brown, you know, to like mess with him, or to like interrogate him, and, you know, that upset him. And from my understanding, right, he seems like the guy said before in the intro, he finally completed his crash out mission. Is he normally like a volatile kind of guy that just ruins everything because he's fucking crazy? It seems like that.
White refused to back down and he was disrespectful in person.
I don't believe in the creator, man. My mama believe in the creator.
I was at an event with him, so I pulled him to the side. He was respectful. I'm saying, why do you slander black Muslims and you blanket that statement on everyone?
I'm guessing it's a guy in the red. He's fucking massive. Bro, if I spread Islamophobia and like this was a guy interrogating, like, bro, I'm sorry, he would beat the shit out of me. Look at him, he's massive.
And then he was, calm in his talking and respectful and just saying that the people he was talking only about the people he knows. And I reminded him of many of the great black Muslims, i.e. Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, who are international figures.
Everybody I know who claim Allah went to prison. Everybody. I don't know now born calling Allah. Everybody I know went to prison and came home talking Allah.
Camera started coming.
What a great, religious debate.
Because we were talking
in a fucking parking lot.
And then that's when his whole demeanor changed. He started becoming a whoopus, a over whoopus.
If I'm gonna claim any religion, I'm going to white Jesus. I'm going to any religion. I'm going to my mama's white Jesus.
Cursing this, cursing that.
Hate for a mother come to me talking the only way out the door, and Allah sent him to me.
He admitted to being
what the fuck is he on about actually?
Hypocrite. He admitted.
I really want to say he looks hype, right? Like that might be offensive.
It's working for the.
Look at his fucking eyes.
So this is a really
I'll pause real quick next time.
Not somebody that's not a Muslim, but somebody who rejects Islam and disbelieves.
Look at him. Okay, let's find a better frame.
Obligated.
No, bro, he looks like he's on something.
Slandering black Muslims.
Look at his fucking
and
face.
I told him he's been warned. Protect yourself from the wrath of Allah.
He worried about what wrath, and I'm rejecting.
Okay, and one side, right, like this guy seems very nice, but he seems like a huge preacher. Like, if you say one tiny thing, he'll force down your throat potentially.
Now, when he brings it upon
from my first impression,
Let's know that this was documented.
So what happened tonight is the brother tried to have a conversation with Antonio Brown.
Oh my god! Like that one that he showcased, seems decent, but if he's in the same conversation with Antonio Brown, and we know the fucking output, what happened. Yeah, I can only imagine how bad it went.
Antonio Brown wasn't going for it whatsoever. Now they went back and forth, and after a few attempts,
also bear in mind, right? If he wants to have some backlash at Islamophobic people, that's fine. But if someone's being violent and aggressive, odds are you can't change their mind, and it's not worth the risk, to antagonize them. It could end up very badly,
He was trying to have a conversation. Antonio Brown decided he was done trying to have a conversation. He wasn't getting his chain snatched. He didn't get jumped. Antonio Brown and his homies, they did this.
Despite that, right? I'm not defending Antonio Brown, so far the story is fucking insane.
Jumping. Antonio Brown,
he allegedly, reportedly, he showed up the fucking place because, some guy was getting angry at him for his comments. Or teaching him about Islam. That's it.
Swung on him. And when Antonio Brown swung on him, his entourage jumped in. So
I was like, it started as a fight. Fair enough.
Brother is on the far right. He's currently surrounded by Antonio Brown and his entourage. Antonio Brown is being pulled away by the white security guard on your left. Antonio Brown.
Oh thank God. The white guy saved him.
Gets back up and starts kicking the security guard. He's trying to figure out, yo, is he coming with any dudes? So he realizes, okay, the dude is trying to get away. Antonio Brown is separated from his entourage. His entourage follows the Muslim brother, and they start chasing him.
Oh, no. I feel bad for the Muslim guy.
That's the part of the video.
Because it really does feel like, he's being a bit, pressury, really pushing ideas. But, he doesn't warrant being fucking jumped.
You're about to witness
by his security guards.
The stupidity that got Antonio Brown called up. So dude is backing up. Dude is trying to get away, okay? He's done fighting. Y'all done jumped him. Y'all done beat him up already, bro. He's good. Now, he held his own, but he's good. Antonio...
And from what I'm seeing right now, from these Instagram stories, it does paint the picture that, he was jumped randomly.
Brown homie in a green square.
I guess only if you know, who the Muslim guy was, you would get a better picture, a better understanding.
He sees dude is backing up and
but at the same time, Instagram stories are the worst way to digest a story.
To get away, he pursues the dude. Dude is still holding his face and his eye, being backed up by security. Antonio Brown comes out of nowhere, by the way, right? The situation is done. Antonio Brown, right here, comes out of nowhere.
Oh, now, no, back up. No, don't chase. Oh, no.
People, watch what's in his hand. Starts pursuing the dude with a gun.
Oh my God, wait, you're chasing with him with a gun?
We're going to slow it down some more.
Why? Is it oh my God, okay, never mind, right? Any chance of self-defense, right, is gone out the window. Why would you chase him with a gun when your own security guards already handling him? What the fuck is wrong with you? This is terrifying. And I think in a second, right, we'll see Antonio Brown come back to Adin Rose's stream, acting all happy-go-lucky, like nothing happened. Oh my God.
Also, y'all can really see.
How popular is he, as an NFL receiver, or sorry, an ex-NFL receiver, to have this stuff forgiven? Nearly trying to go after a guy with a fucking gun.
This is no police stuff, all right? We're just doing the Lord's work, all right? We're doing it. You see right there, what's in his hand?
To be fair, if he gets shot right, he would be a martyr. I think most people want that.
He pursues the guy with a firearm. Dude is already out the building and he's gone. If you by chance do something to this guy, it's no longer self-defense, bro. The self-defense is out the window if you lay another hand on this dude or use that weapon on him. These are the bad decisions that led Antonio Brown to getting kicked out of the NFL. Antonio Brown.
Oh god, so he has to pass off
When
this.
he left the Steelers, I think he had like a 30.
I'm like, this is okay. Like, if he has to pass off this, why would Adin Ross? I mean, I don't know why he would, but like, why would he invite him to like his boxing event? Apart from the fame, the notoriety, and also furthermore, bring him on his own stream.
$40 million contract that all he had to do was just not get in trouble and get by training camp. He couldn't do that, and he lost that deal.
40 million and just fucking like throwing on a ball. Oh my, dude, that's good money. He's a fucking idiot.
Antonio Brown.
You can gauge someone's like stupidity by seeing how badly they fuck up a contract to that degree.
Came back with the Bucks. He couldn't behave and lost.
Was that contract for like training camp or like for an actual full NFL season? Either way, that's good money. Holy shit.
That did. So Antonio Brown is prone to bad decisions making.
Also, is he like schizo or like just on drugs most of the time? I don't know.
Really bad decision is in a packed venue, in a packed space. You pull out a firearm and you the bag, you the
Yeah, that's what. Wait, I'm sorry. Was this like in the venue, like around the outside, right? Because how the fuck did he get through with a firearm? Did he grab it from the security guard? No, there's no way like even they have like their own gun. That's ridiculous.
Multi-millionaire, and you got a bunch of raggedy dudes behind you. Your entourage.
Okay, I'll give Adin Ross like the second flag. Set up an actual boxing event, an actual stadium, or actual security where they check people for weapons. Holy fuck, dude.
Hey, bro, if push comes to shove, if you really are just bloodthirsty, you really just want to violate somebody or do him in, bro, you hand that pistol to one of your entourage, bro. Why are you paying them bum ass ninjas for? If them bum asses, I don't know them, I can't call them bums, but if them bums you with, bro, can't hold the pistol, then why they around?
So fucking like just paying them for nothing. That's so fucking true.
Why are they around, bro? So we're about to see the aftermath. So Antonio Brown runs away, has the gun in hand.
No, like from what I'm seeing so far, right? It really seems like a small Chihuahua situation where he doesn't care about his safety. He got pissed off that he was I'm sorry, but wait, what did the Muslim guy do at all? Like, was he pressing him? Is that it? And from there, like, he got really like offended. That he was antagonizing him, and he pulled a gun. So it just seems like a small Chihuahua situation, right? Where he gets pissed off, and he really wants some blood. He's full of rage. Wait, oh god. Oh wait, what? Yeah, it's a kick, right? Oh my, they're watching it on his kick. SQC. Well, let me move the camera actually, let me see that. Wait. It was Adin Ross' event, but he wasn't there.
Snaggy, bro, where's Snaggy at?
I'm guessing he was watching it after, maybe. Oh, and Face Lacy, hell yeah.
That shit not even cool, bro. Why the f*** y'all putting your hands on?
Hey man, that's not cool, man. But do you know what? Do you know what else is not cool? Like having like shitty security at your own boxing event, where even like the biggest guy, right, can walk past with a fucking firearm. So I don't know like what the regulations are in Florida or wherever they're saying at in America. But like I have to imagine, right, almost like every event, right, should like of this caliber must have security that checks people for weapons, because otherwise. It's just like fucking carnage.
On AB, bro, that guy's gotta go to. I'll press charges right now. Why is he detained? He's detained. Why? He's the fucking patient. Guys, detained is fine. No, well, detained is not.
Okay, do they know story or do they not know story, right? Because if they understand, he was fucking pulling out a gun, how can they say like, oh my god, he's detained? Yo, free my man.
Yeah, he's the one that got put in handcuffs out of everybody out there.
But why?
He's the one got.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't know the reason. Fair enough.
They're the ones who. What? Bro, what the?
Holy shit, they got everyone. You got also Neon over there.
Bro.
I think at this point in time, everybody was under the belief that Antonio Brown was getting jumped or robbed for his chain.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, whatever.
That's not true at all whatsoever. That's not what took place at all. This was a conversation over religion that went bad. But here's the thing. Antonio Brown goes away with the gun. Shots went off. Police come.
Also, I want to see as well, right? How did he get arrested and then, fucking came back the next day, sorry. Because like, he'll probably the clip in a second where he came on Adin Ross' stream.
And
he probably paid the bail, right? But, like, was it really that short of a duration? Jesus.
And they carry him away in cuffs. However, they apparently didn't have enough to arrest him right then and there. So they...
Wait, what? I'm sorry. I guess they didn't see the Instagram stories. Like, bro, if we have footage of him like running after the guy with a gun, bro, in my mind, like that's enough evidence. Holy shit!
Had to let him go, but that'll mean the investigation is over. To be honest, bro. All right, Antonio Brown is on camera brandishing a firearm after a fight. Florida law states first,
Yeah, it was Florida. I was right.
that Florida law does not allow for the open carry of any handguns. If you display a handgun in a situation that cannot be legally justified as self-defense, you could be subject to criminal charges. Therefore, firearms cannot be openly carried. At the very least, Antonio Brown committed a crime that night. So let's now see Antonio Brown being detained and then released as a sign of no criminal charges is coming. Criminal charges could very well be coming like very shortly. Like as soon as the police go home and review everything, bro, criminal charges.
It's either like, like the police go after him or the Muslim guy sues him, which he absolutely could. And when you have evidence out there online, it becomes the easiest case ever.
It could be coming. Because at the very least,
all I want to see right now that hasn't been popped up yet is the actual clip of them arguing.
brandish a firearm.
I feel like he probably would have like a body cam on him, to record this, or like have like his own friends with him to confront Antonio Brown.
When there's no case for self-defense, bro. Like the dude was running away, the dude was trying to get away. Antonio Brown grabbed the firearm and pursued him. Now, people...
he didn't mention, like who started the fight, but I feel it was Antonio Brown either way. But, regardless, right, that doesn't offend, like him going after the Muslim guy with a fucking pistol. They're
saying that Antonio Brown shot in the air. However, there's no footage that I have, so I'm not going to put it on them. I'm not going to do the police work for them, all right? I have nothing against Antonio Brown. So here is footage of Antonio Brown actually making his way back, actually coming back to the warehouse that Adin Ross had the events at. And Antonio Brown actually goes on stream with Adin Ross, and he actually plays a
Wait, sorry. He came back like the same evening? No, there's no way.
Smart. He says, I don't know what happened. I have CTE.
Wait. Oh my God. Did he actually say that? I have CTE? Because he's an NFL player? That's moronic.
They're letting him back in.
I'm sorry, but if you have CTE so bad that makes you fucking pull out a gun and nearly shoot somebody, then you deserve to be in a care home. What are you on about?
You good, my boy?
Oh no, he does have CTA. Just walking around without a shirt. Put on a sweater or something.
He's back.
Oh, that's all good fun.
There's niggas out there bleeding. I catch you. Nothing.
I'm sorry, I want to make sure, right? Did this happen like the same evening or tomorrow? If it was the same evening, right? I could understand that because they don't know the full story. But if it was like a full 24 hours later, then you have no excuse because you would definitely hear the news of what happened actually with all the footage on hand.
Yeah, catch up. Yeah, I got CT. I blacked out. I don't know why. Blacked out, man.
I'm gonna shut somebody.
I know you did. I know what happened. I know.
These people don't seem like very smart. I'm sorry, they don't seem they seem decent actually, but they all seem very dumb as well.
Bring it up, bro.
Antonio Brown is trying to tell people that...
Do you feel safe being in the same room with a guy that gets tilted over the smallest thing?
They were trying to snatch his chain. That's
not... I mean, in his offense, right, he got into a fight almost, and that's what tilted him. But regardless, right, any person that wants to pull up a fucking gun after a dispute, after a fucking fight, right, they can't be trusted at all, out in public, in my opinion.
True at all. Now... After Antonio Brown,
at the very least, right, be under heavy restrictions with firearm, like even their own security guards can't have shit.
Left. Adin Ross actually got a call from like the police in a venue where they claim like the police is coming, the FBI is being called, and they want the entire venue cleared out.
Oh no, the FBI was called
because they want to investigate for ballistics, footage, etc., etc. So the investigation is far from over. Like Antonio Brown just got released at this moment because they don't have enough to charge him with anything.
Okay, so I saw you said before, right? Like the investigation is over, like completed. It's not going anywhere. But I guess now it is being continued, which thank God, right? Holy fuck.
It's your birthday, huh?
If something like this was just dropped, like the clearest evidence ever, that would be fucking mind blowing, in my opinion.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, bro! Happy birthday!
Oh shit, is that a guy from before, like in the first clip, talking about Islam?
So you go party. We're gonna have to leave in like the next few minutes because the police want to do a full investigation. Oh my God. They're sending they're sending FBI. Swear to God, for that.
Okay, I'm sorry, how dumb do you have to be, right? If you hear the FBI and the police coming to your house to investigate your friend, Antonio Brown, then at that point, you can probably say, oh, I think he did something bad actually, as a matter of fact. He wasn't completely innocent.
Because they're...
Like, when would the FBI investigate a brawl, a tiny one, unless it escalated, to somebody pulling out a gun?
That tells me somebody is getting arrested for this. Somebody is
good.
Somebody is going down for this, bro. You're not firing a gun in like a packed venue like that, bro, for no reason. Now, Charleston White would actually break down, like he gives more insight into exactly what took place with Antonio Brown, and he would actually link it to his own situation where he claims, yo, I got arrested for doing the same thing that Antonio Brown just did. Now, XQC will actually reveal that the Muslim guy they claim had a knife with him.
Oh, fuck. You know, okay, well, I want to hear him out actually, because, you know, I actually believe, right, there's no way that a fist fight broke out randomly and there wasn't like an alteration.
And apparently,
like, for like with what we are so far, I can only imagine that Antonio Brown was being really aggressive, very, you know, fucking violent with him potentially.
They're claiming that Antonio Brown might be able to,
but, you know, like, I feel like for a fight to break out, both parties have to be crazy. I don't know.
get off him. I might be able to weasel his way out of this if he claims that he was trying to protect other people. Because the dude is running away. He's retreated. Antonio Brown pursued him, but he had a knife on him. Now, I don't know how a knife could be seen as a public risk and a public danger, especially when there's mass security surrounding the dude, helping remove him from out the building. Antonio Brown pursuing him with a gun was unnecessary from my perspective, but hey, who knows, right? But here is Charleston White.
I actually believe as well, right? Why would like a nice Muslim guy carry a knife? I don't know. It's completely possible, but like, with what we've seen so far, right, of him being like a huge advocate for Islam and being like a protester, not like a peaceful one in a way, I can't see why he would have like a knife.
Down exactly why.
Also, no, wait, hold on. So that makes no sense. Why would he approach Antonio Brown to talk about Islam and bring a knife with him? Like, was he gonna like convert him right then and there or kill him? What?
He thinks Antonio Brown will probably get arrested because his situation is similar to Antonio Brown's.
Me in the head with a pistol. I see the gun. He hold a hostage. He held everybody in the barbershop hostage. Don't let nobody leave. I go get my gun. I go pursue them. When I come out the door, they're leaving, but the guy in the passenger seat is pointing the gun at me. I chase.
Wait. So what he say? This sounds way more different. Like, his story is that there was a barbershop and everyone's being held hostage and he was helping people. That sounds nothing like what we saw. What are you on about?
I got charged with 2 assaults for the same thing. Damn. The thing is, though, is that there's a threat to somebody else, though. Hold on. They're leaving. They're free. No. But that guy, he's a threat to other people. But there's not a knife.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. This room seems like really dumb. This room seems like it's full of really dumb people. Now, as you see, it's a legend that the other guy was being violent. What are you on about? This is how misinfo gets spread.
And somebody got a beer smashed over the head. And what? Rage, your guy, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Was yours? I don't know, should be fast. He got kicked. Oh my God, you scared me, bro. Are you alright? Yeah, hell yeah.
From everything
who the fuck is that random bold guy?
you guys have gathered so far, the full story is an altercation took place. Antonio Brown and his homies jumped the guy. Antonio Brown pursued him with a gun, apparently because he claims the guy had a knife on him. When you were nowhere near the knife, you were nowhere near the danger. Apparently, Antonio Brown was trying to play Batman.
I have no idea, bro. I'm not gonna run defense for the Muslim guy, but I can definitely say, right, Antonio Brown seems way more crazy.
Y'all let me know
and deserves to be charged.
Comment section. What do you guys think, man? Y'all think Antonio Brown is gonna get arrested for this? Y'all think Antonio Brown is gonna get off scotch-free? Let me know. They detained him and released him until further investigation. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere
here. We're done now. Holy shit, right? Okay, I'm gonna say so far, after watching the entire video, I'm 70% sure that he will get charged. Or, he might just like fucking pay it out, walk away scot-free. But I actually believe that the police will investigate this and, charge him with something, anything. Like I said before, I don't want to defend that Muslim guy because, all I've seen so far is footage of, Antonio Brown doing some insane shit. For all I know, maybe like he did have like a knife on him. I can't say if he did or he didn't. I haven't seen that at all. There's no definitive proof of that just yet. But like, holy shit. I mean, even like if that was true, right? Like he was attacking him or he had a knife, I think that would still like hurt Antonio Brown's case. Because, like I said before, he was charging at him with a gun. I'm not sure if he got the gun, if he had the gun with him or he got it from like a security guard. That would make more sense because, what would you pay for a security guard? But also, in your own pocket, carry a gun, fuck whatever. I mean, like the guy said before, right in the beginning, Antonio Brown seems like a fucking nutcase, He seems logical, but, the second he gets tilted or angry, he'll fucking break down and maybe, shoot somebody that day. Holy shit. Okay, aside from that, right, how do you criticize, Adin Ross? Bro, it was the same shit with like DDG, right? Like when he hears about news, he immediately defends, his friends. That's it. And respect that, whatever, okay, that's fine. But like, whenever like something happens like this, just agree where it might be really bad. Don't run the fence for them until you get the entire story. Because otherwise, it seems like you're defending this guy, this piece of shit, right? So with him, right, when he saw like, the Antonio Brown story coming out, he should have been like, holy fuck, I have no idea what happened, and then shut up after that. But it really seemed like he was defending him, you know, right out the gate. When, for all we know, right, in a couple of months, when this gets more investigated, he might be charged, you know, and found guilty, potentially, in my opinion. So it's not good on him. Oh, and also, furthermore, like, you know, improve like your own security where people can fucking walk past with a gun. That's insane, dude. I'm sorry. That's fucking moronic.